is brought to you by Figurama Collectors. Stay tuned for intel on how you can get your hands on their upcoming Spy X Family Elite Figumi's statue bundle.
The multiverse, Hollywood's cure-all. Even parody isn't immune to the allure of franchise cross-pollination and the fandom flame wars that follow. In fact, they were made for them. But before we pull that bandage, it is best to remember some wise words from Sir Stan Lee.
Anytime anybody asks you who would win in a fight, the only correct answer is that it depends on who's writing the story. My family and the Walt Disney Company are cannibalizing my legacy. Excelsior!
Absorb all that? Good, because Stan Lee is wrong. I am smarter than Stan Lee, because Stan Lee is dead. If you have a problem with the outcome of my story, you can admit how wrong you are in the comments below. Green screen! Now you gotta take this cringe bullshit seriously. And also subscribe, because it really helps.
But first, a little help and secret message from our sponsor, Figurama Collectors. Your mission, if you choose to accept, is to invite the whole Forger family to your home with Figurama's first ever 3-statue release, the Spy X Family Forgers Elite Figumi's Bundle. Figumi's features a variety of styles and a collector-friendly smaller footprint, all while providing the same eye-catching dynamics and attention to detail found in Figurama's larger-scale pieces. The Forger Family statue set features Lloyd, Anya, and your Forger, each presented with a matching base, so your collection will feel cohesive and highly complementary when displayed together. Because you can't just buy one and separate anime's favorite family, now can you? On top of receiving exclusive art prints and animated wallpapers for each statue, purchasing them in the bundle nets you more exciting bonuses. On top of receiving exclusive art prints and animated wallpapers for each statue, purchasing them in the bundle nets you even more exciting bonuses, such as this lovable Bond Forger figurine that can be swapped with Anya's TV set, and the 3-piece enamel character pin set available only to those who sign up for the bundle wishlist before pre-order. Join the wishlist now by going to Figurama's Collectors website and save $45 off shipping with Amazon Payment Services, and take an additional $35 off your order with this secret JoyRide discount code. Pre-orders for the Spy X Family Forgers Elite Figumi's set begin October 28th at 11 p.m. JST. Thank you, Figurama Collectors and Spy X Family, for making our humble little fanfiction fight fest feel just a little more legitimate. Now, on with the show.
That's the sound of the police!
The Jump Force, a paramilitary cryptocracy, that's a word, look it up, that maintains and polices the integrity of the multiverse in peril. They're the good guys, but the fact that I must explain that to you means... These guys are f***ing cops. And Jiren, their leader, well, rumor has it he's going around the multiverse just destroying universes that are unstable or unfit to survive. And, well, we got no one to corroborate these rumors, cause... if only there was someone strong and morally dubious enough to fight back. It's Kid Trunks' birthday today. Surrounded by family and friends, which is debatable, he sits at the head of a long table with a big boy birthday cake adorned with Dragon Balls, and one large candle that literally reads Big Boy as opposed to a chronologically damning number. Bulma is snapping pictures and sobbing, and Vegeta pretends to not enjoy himself, while Goku slams his fist in a tantrum, cutting off the singing and help us avoid a DMCA strike.
Blow out the candle and make a wish already!
Goku then starts making stupid suggestions for what Trunks should wish for, until Vegeta's patience wears thin.
Kakarot, you can have a wish when it's your sweet 17th birthday.
Aww, but that could be... when is my birthday?
Let's not write ourselves in any more corners, shall we?
It will not matter soon, so why not indulge? As if you have not already at the multiverse's expense.
Our Thanos analog Jiren arrives through a spatial rift, tossing future Trunks' severed head into the birthday cake. Kid Trunks falls back in his chair and faints, as the other party guests scramble in terror. Goku and Vegeta tussle with Jiren. He makes quick work of them, but it would be insulting to call this work, because for Jiren, this is cathartic. He hates this version of Dragon Ball more than the comments section does. Before Jiren deals a fatal blow, two annoyed party guests intervene. the Gosh of Destruction Beerus, and his Herald Whis.
Are you gonna force me to show some effort? You won't enjoy the result? Yes. It's quite disappointing. Whis, come on, man. You're supposed to be my guy.
Even Jiren knows it's foolish to oppose Goshes in combat, and he is willing to settle this dispute in their universe's Gosh Court. Just before they all teleport to Gosh of Gosh's Lord Zeno and Gosh of Gosh's Lord Zeno's realm, we notice there is a hitchhiker nestled safely between Jiren's caked ass cheeks. It's Detective Pikachu, and he jumps back into the spatial rift undetected to pay a visit to California, Tenya Ida has made plenty of enemies in the multiverse, and he doesn't want any more. So, he tries to have the detective arrested.
Principal Aizawa, we have a rat problem!
That's your vice principal, Ida.
A different rat!
So Detective Pikachu's got like the bare minimum feline qualities that activates that parasite in Aizawa's brain that forces him to love and nurture cats. Toxoplasmosis gondii. See? You can show these videos in school. You'll learn things.
That's close enough. Appreciate, don't decapitate with the hugging and the squeezing and the...
Though placated, Aizawa is understandably still skeptical.
Asking us to send our world's top heroes to another dimension? Can't you see from our perspective how that feels like a trap?
So we'll go instead!
If Deku's not in the thumbnail, this video has zero chance, so we'll get him and some Class 1A students involved, and also a special guest. How strong is this Goku fella anyways? Saitama, the fabled One-Punch Man, drops in through the ceiling.
Who in the hell?
We have a door!
I'm the guy Hero Society doesn't want you to know about. Now, sorry for eavesdropping by, but this Son Goku.
Unethically strong.
His power can still be described by words? Beggars can't be choosers, I'm in. We then cut to a pluming smokestack, followed by establishing shots of reinvented DIY factories operated by a diverse and cooperative population. There's just way too much harmony here, and it makes all our dysfunctional asses feel bad, so that can only mean... The Kingdom of Science have been very busy since we last saw them. They just finished pillaging the Treasure Island for all its Platinum and Medusa devices, and now they are setting course for the last remnants of America so they can pillage them for all their coins. They're building a rocket ship, it's gonna be great. However, the evening before the Perseus sets sail, Senku is approached and arrested by Jump Force Captain Toppo. Senku isn't interested in crossover specials and manages to outsmart and apprehend Toppo, who warns them that if they don't accept quarantine, he will not be able to protect them from Jiren.
Unless you have a skill set to contribute, take a number. I'm busy restoring civilization.
Your entire universe takes precedence, and it's in violation of several codes now subject to universal quarantine.
Quarantine? Let me assure you, sir, the Kingdom of Science is fully vaccinated.
You're thinking too small. Your entire universe is turned into stone. Before it infects the other universes, we're gonna euthanize it and put y'all in a nice zoo.
Here's a small thought. 1.5 meters, 2 seconds.
What in the Sam heck?
So, we're just gonna throw a towel over our first contact with alien life, yo?
Aw, it sounded like he was gonna send us on an epic quest.
He's not an alien, and he's certainly not epic. He's a distraction.
I'm gonna throw a towel over it.
What you are about to witness is a fan-based parody. Both parties will settle the fate of the multiverse here, before Goshes of Goshes, the Xenos, in our forum, the Gosh Court.
Gosh Court decides to side with Goku because they all share the same fun-sized brain cell. However, it is under the condition that if Jiren is correct, then he can prove it in a tournament. His Jump Force versus the Z Fighters. Winner gets to wish for the multiverse they want using the Ultra Dragon Balls. They're like Dragon Balls, but Ultra.
I will humbly accept this condition, because I will win.
How humble of you!
Though I have no need for a team, I shall wait here.
In front of our salad? Fine, but we're going to throw a towel over you.
Oh boy! I'm certain our Nakama will be excited to risk their lives against more villains we created.
The Z Fighters have been estranged from each other for quite a long time now, so Goku was only able to really wrangle Broly.
Wow, Broly! You shower with a pool noodle?
That's my deck! Get out!
Wanna join our team in the tournament?
After I blow dry my hair!
Look who came crawling back. Whatever it is, the answer is no. I'm busy turning myself black.
Cool. But you won't get to enjoy it for long on account of...
Son Goku has finally faced a problem no towel is large and fluffy enough to cover. I dare you to offer me something I could desire more.
You get one.
The O word?
No! One wish from the Dragon Balls!
Excellent! I can skip this mind-numbing training and wish for my black form!
Goku's not happy that they each recruited only one fighter. He had hoped to at least have one more than Vegeta. Luckily, a latecomer arrives in Mutan Roshi, probably the only person left of the good old days that still tolerates Goku. This team of 5 stars, plus Beerus and Whis as conscientious objectors, teleport to their final destination. No items. Back in Stone World, Chrome and Suika are charging Dragos for peace at the alien under the towel. They're goaded into proving it's alive, and a little revival fluid turns into a big escape for Toppo. He's stopped in his tracks by Senku once more, who asks how many demonstrations it will require to understand who's in control.
You remind me of Jiren, but there's one fundamental difference. Jiren has given up any means to a solution besides sheer force, while you have the patience to teach.
Toppo tells Senku all about Jiren's tragic backstory. A chaotic entity took advantage of his world's lack of cooperation and made it eat itself alive. Jiren escaped into another universe to warn everybody of the impending threat, but nobody listened. So, he had to earn the respect of their strongest individuals and bring them back to fight by force. The Jump Force.
Senku? Patient?
Either your brain's still petrified or you're talking about a Senku from another universe, yo.
Senku demonstrated he has control of the situation, and gave me some much-needed time to cool off.
Then how about we just give this Jiren guy some time to cool off?
The Science Squad and Toppo decide to locate Jiren and petrify him so the Jump Force has time to actually discuss peaceful solutions for the multiverse. Problem is, they only have one functional Medusa left because Senku's been lighting these buggers off like firecrackers. They need to make it count. All 3 universes arrive at once, neither expecting extra guests.
Gosh darn it, Kakarot! You overbooked the venue!
But the Xenos love this. I mean, it's really not a tournament with only 2 sides, right? Detective Pikachu can't participate, however, as his universe has already been wiped out by Jiren. With a snap of their fingers, the detective is erased. This will be the fate of every universe that loses the tournament, and everyone is too frightened to object. Introducing your starting lineups for the Tournament of Power. If you're wondering how Mineta got there, he got stuck on Jiren's ass cheeks too. I don't know what to tell you. We gotta put up a sign. Warning, little guys, the whole bakery is on the loose. Sorry, I don't know what came over me.
Am I gonna be this way forever?
Now, considering we currently exist in this weird headspace where the average YouTube video gets buried if it's not over 5 hours long, but the average viewer's attention span is only 5 seconds, I'm only going to highlight the most important parts of this tournament. Starting with what I believe is, I think we would all agree that this is the least anticipated fight. This is supposed to be a free-for-all, but Saitama's only interested in Goku, and to every message board's anger, it is a one-sided affair. Ida's already busted out the glow sticks to celebrate an upset. Even Goku's own allies have forgotten what's at stake and are relishing in this long overdue humiliation. Save for one Mutant Roshi. Say what you want about the boy, but Roshi raised that boy, and didn't see anybody else volunteering. The old man rushes in to take a hit, but it proves fatal. Master Roshi dies, and Saitama is disqualified. Even with all life already at stake, the Xenos have come to the conclusion that killing isn't very sporting. Thanks for the warning. Saitama must watch from the sidelines with the other coaches, and thankfully, there's still a good show. Goku's more upset about the humiliation than the death of his master, which in turn pisses Vegeta off. Sorry to all the mentally regressed 30-somethings who placed their early bets on the SubparVerse, but it's hard to turn on the jets when you're used to wishing most of your problems away. Senku immediately abandons the plan for Master Roshi's sake. If they petrify and revive him quickly enough, he can be saved. But as Senku pulls out the Medusa, it evaporates from his hand.
No items on Final Destination!
No items? But we're all about items here!
Jiren attempts to take out Senku, but is stopped by Toppo, who tearfully pleads his best friend to stop this. Jiren calls Toppo a traitor and tosses him out of the ring, making the Kingdom of Science panic without their bodyguard. Senku reminds them, however, that Toppo's plan was not their original plan. Sensing the Kingdom of Science is not a physical threat, Deku and Ida come to their aid. Jiren's first look at Deku comes with recognition, disdain, and a little bit of childlike fear. He claims that the power Deku calls One for All actually stems from a primordial chaotic entity that destroyed his homeworld. Before elaborating further, Ida intervenes to give Deku his chance to escape, while Jiren quickly tosses Speedy out of the ring too. Amidst the chaos of the opening brawls, the other Kingdom of Science members, led by Chrome, gather resources in this dumpster pile of a battlefield.
It's not really an item if it's part of the battlefield, right?
Among the wreckage is an abandoned Gundam Barbatos, and all the Iron-Blooded Abridged fans are popping off in the comments now. All 2 of them. They go after Broly, but the mecha begins to fall apart throughout the battle, scattering and eliminating some of the Sciencers. Chrome and Kohaku manage to push Broly into a trap set by Suika and Mineta. Those 2 little guys became fast friends. They decide to leave Broly there to trap any of his allies who attempt to free him. Problem is, nobody's coming to rescue Broly. After this, it basically becomes another open brawl between the Heroes and Z-Fighters, while the Kingdom of Science plots in the shadows. Nothing narratively significant happens here, but the kids do lay a smackdown on Freezy Pop before he manages to escape and lick his wounds, while Vegeta eliminates Chilling. Sorry, Totoro stands. The more enraged Broly gets, the more likely he is to break free from Mineta's otherwise perfect purple prison. So despite how well she's held up against the Z-Fighters so far, Ochako is delegated to trash duty and floats him out of the arena before he becomes a problem again. On their way to the edge, she vents out her frustrations over events that have transpired today and back home. Broly begins to calm and politely listens, to the point where Ochako feels guilty for eliminating him. However, he gives her permission to do so, as he never really understood why everyone was fighting in the first place. Not wanting to be upstaged by the caped Baldy, Bakugo attempts to 1v1 Goku, who's just sulking in the corner. Bakugo hurls every insult in the book with no effect and eventually settles down to deliver some motivational words.
Maybe if you start fighting for your friends, you'll be half as strong as me someday.
Goku wants to test this quote-unquote technique and tosses Vegeta a Potara earring, but Vegeta is not there to accept it. Senku catches the earring and proclaims Vegeta has already been eliminated. You actually caught a glimpse of this in the Dr. Stone Abridged movie, and in short, these 3 have no choice but to team up against Jiren. Their synergy is surprisingly effective though, but Jiren overwhelms them in the end. Before a triple elimination, Senku demands a one-on-one, and we flash back to some last-second coaching from Gen. If Jiren is anything like you, yo, he's logical and has an ego. Jiren is exhausted and outnumbered. If he fails, he will not go down as a villain, but rather a failure. If he truly cares to prevent further loss in the multiverse, as his origins would imply, he should wish for stability, not death. Jiren questions how that's possible if the universes of this tournament will disappear before one is hailed the winner.
You'll have to begin to trust again, Jiren.
Jiren eliminates Ochako and Vegeta before allowing Senku to walk away.
If your plan is truly just, then we shall see each other again in the finals.
Justice seems to be a popular word around this multiverse. Assuming everyone does get what they deserve, are you prepared to receive yours?
Jiren doesn't answer and quietly fumes over how this runty little sciencer continues to overwhelm everybody. Now, spare me your death threats and homophobia. I received plenty of that from Super Broly Abridged. Thank you. Oh, yes. I couldn't have another bite of your death threats. I'm full. I'm spoiled. At this point, even I'm getting sick of my bias towards Dragon Ball. Like, am I seriously handing it over to the Dr. Stone universe because their fan base is nicer to me? I mean, yeah. But I had to rack my brain over this and think, what the hell is wrong with Dragon Ball, really? But then I had an epiphany. Son Goku and friends can only ever functionally be underdogs. Think about it. This is the reason why Goku had to turn back into a child in GT, and why he's currently fighting gods in Super. If Son Goku is not swinging upwards, he is no better than the villains he's faced. And in that way, I kinda really like Dragon Ball in this instance. So best character in existence, Son Goku hones in on bullshit OP Senku, but prideful Jiren sideswipes our Messiah, losing his last Potara earring as he falls off the battlefield. But wait, wasn't I just defending Dragon Ball? Haha! I was only pretending to be a... We get a proper melee between the last remaining heroes, Sciencers, and Frieza, which results in the elimination of Bakugo. Chrome gets swept up trying to help Kohaku and Taiju, but just winds up getting Kohaku eliminated while he plummets to the edge of the battlefield, which would prove fatal. Deku, the last remaining hero, does not hesitate to leap after Chrome, pushing themselves to safety in the elimination zone. However, with Team HeroVerse now eliminated from the tournament, each hero begins to disappear. Deku apologizes for dooming their universe with such an impulsive act, but Aizawa reassures him, and all the students, that was all they were put here to do. save people. High marks for everyone before he disappears. Saitama welcomes eternal nothingness with open arms. Mineta fruitlessly attempts to cocoon himself in his sticky balls. Chili, praying that there's reception out here in the space between spaces, frantically texts his father that he loves him, but can't press send quick enough. Before Bakugo disappears, he kisses Ochako.
It was always you.
And Ochako is left floating alone to spend her final moments relishing and reviling how she got what she always wanted in the end. Then she disappears. Chrome is devastated and racked with guilt, and yells to Senku that they must win and bring back all the eliminated universes with their wish. Senku smirks.
That was always the plan, idiot.
Frieza is delusional. He actually considers himself the hero of this story. So he swears to avenge the HeroVerse and take down a worn-out Jiren all by himself, not knowing Goku has narrowly avoided elimination and is climbing back up the battlefield undetected by anybody who relies on sensing power levels. Senku and Taiju are the first to notice, but what in the infinite multiverse can they do to stop Son Goku? They scramble for their lives until Beerus and Whis accidentally, in air quotes, let slip the importance of the Potara earrings. Senku has one, while Chrome has the other and tosses it to Taiju. With Senku's intelligence combined with Taiju's unstoppable belief in anything, they fuse to become Tenku, a warrior who through fact and faith has figured out his own power set to push Goku to the absolute limit. The plan is finally coming together. The Kingdom of Science is going to eliminate Goku, defeat an exhausted Frieza and Jiren, and save the multiverse. Goku is just micrometers away from elimination, and then he just shits out Ultra Instinct and eliminates Tenku instead. Stone World has no more combatants left on the battlefield and begins to disappear, but not before Senku gives Goku his final beating in the form of words.
Being the strongest in the multiverse is meaningless without a multiverse, Carrot Top. Win the tournament, wish back the multiverse, or be the greatest loser of all time.
It cannot be understated how much of an anti-hero Son Goku truly is. This hope of the universe nonsense, that's just a byproduct of a underpaid localization team in Texas that was adhering to post-9/11 Bush-era censorship and American exceptionalism. It's that same kind of propaganda that makes you still believe Superman's American. Son Goku only ever aspire to fight to get stronger. Saving the world, that's just whipped cream, baby. But after a day like today, Son Goku needs to get creamed on. Goku starts by apologizing to Frieza first. But for what?
I don't know. Everyone was making it sound like I was supposed to be sorry for something.
And Frieza, wanting to look like a bigger spaceman, accepts and one-ups his apology by apologizing for raising Planet Vegeta. And now that I'm thinking about it, Vegeta's the only one here who's owed an apology. Insincere apologies aside, the two team up and defeat Jiren quite similarly to the original Tournament of Power, with Goku making a sacrificial play at the end. Which means Frieza wins the multiversal Tournament of Power and gets not one, but 4 wishes on the Ultra Dragon Balls. F*** your deal, Vegeta. Frieza can have anything he wants now, except he doesn't know how the Ultra Dragon Balls work.
Wish for the multiverse is back or we won't tell you how.
Fine. So how do the Ultra Dragon Balls work?
They're like regular Dragon Balls.
But Ultra!
Oh dear, Kami up high, how do these monkeys keep outwitting me? I Ultra wish for the restoration of the multiverse. There! Happy?
And with that, the multiverse is restored. All the universes we saw get wiped out and more return.
What are your 3 other wishes?
We had 4? What a waste of mine!
Only fair that each participating universe gets a wish, don't you think?
Sounds fair to me.
Numbskulls will remain silent until the wishing is done.
Aww.
Senku could wish to restore civilization back home, yo.
Or you could wish to see your dad again. Seriously, Papa, you've earned something for yourself.
Indeed I have. Which is why I wish for the rest of the multiverse to never contact us again.
You're no fun.
So long as the cheat codes are within reach, it may as well be a spoiled game. And the last thing I want to hear while restoring civilization is, oh, why don't you ask Son Goku for help? Wouldn't this part be easier if Goku swooped in and fought? F that. F Son Goku.
Amen.
Why does everybody hate me? I didn't break the multiverse.
You're right. Ultimately, you were the one who saved it, which includes Senku's game.
I don't care much for you either, Jumping Bean.
Had he not suggested this tournament, we'd have all been erased without a fighting chance.
Thank Fuck you, Naruto. I'll come visit you every day.
Better if I visit you instead.
I'm not your interdimensional Uber.
Naruto wishes to visit his best friend Goku and all the multiverses whenever he pleases.
As soon as Goku wastes that wish, the real Naruto appears on a puff of ninja smoke.
Boruto's dad? What are you doing here?
The director lost a bet! Subscribe to Morning Ramen, you nerds! Believe it!
Goku offers Jiren the final wish as a gesture of goodwill. Or maybe he really is just that fucking stupid.
Grant me invincibility. For if the gods won't set this joke of a multiverse in order, I will.
Sure.
If anyone objects, here's your fighting chance.
I'm gonna need to stand up for this one. Goku and Vegeta fuse into Gogeta, Senku and Tenku go into Tenku mode, Midoriya's going full 100% cowling, Bakugo's got a little bit of juice left from Heroes Rising, Saitama is flexing his ass cheeks for once. The sandbagging is over! Oh yeah, brother! Oh yeah! Suika smashes a melon on top of Jiren's head, while Detective Pikachu vol-tackles him into just a pile of a purple catacomb by Mineta, and there's a barrage of meteors being sent down by Bakugo and Ochako, and oh my god, Endeavor even shows up to do a father-son flash iron fist with Chili, just like Goku does in the Broly sequels. It's fucking heartwarming. Oh, I get it. Before the dust can settle, Tenku and a swarm of clone jutsu Narutos lay the smackdown on Jiren. Naruto clones are flying everywhere at one point. Tenku and Jiren start sword fighting each other with these clones. Despite what Jiren wished for, he's on the ropes again, about to get TKO'd by a combined Big Bang Universal Smash from Deku and Gogeta.
I do not understand. I am invincible!
You demanded invincibility, but your heart wished for harmony in the multiverse. And so, the multiverse now works in harmony against you.
This is acceptable.
Jiren closes his eyes and accepts defeat. But before Deku gets the money shot, Jiren gets a tap on his shoulder. Hold this for me, big guy. The fallout of this awe-inspiring attack is surveyed by Beerus, Whis, and the remaining injured from a distance. After the dust settles, Jiren is still in one piece, but absolutely spent. Lying on the ground, he struggles to even lift his head, but Goku lends a helping hand.
I kicked the crud out of you, so now we have to be friends. That's the order of things around here.
Your naivete is infectious, Son Goku, but I still find that voice horrendously grating.
I'm sure we'll put our differences aside in no time, just like the rest of the multiverse, right?
If I see any of you pineapple heads again in hell, it'll be far too soon.
Each team can't get the hell out of here soon enough, and begin returning to their respective universes. However, we do get a few interesting goodbyes, most notably Broly giving Ochako some mangled dandelions. Am I sensing a cross-dimensional love triangle? No! Pikachu and Ida are the last to go their separate ways.
Looks like you can finally take it easy, Detective.
I'll just be trading one daycare for another. But it'll be nice to return home.
Sorry I started all this trouble.
Stop being so hard on yourself, kid. Trouble's what brings people together. And you haven't seen the last of me, troublemaker. I'll be checking in from time to time.
They begin walking toward their respective portals, each stopping and sharing one last glance. Ida waves and enters his portal, but on the other side, this is not his home, and he's immediately met by the detective once more.
Kid!
Detective, what's going on? Where are we? Where is everyone?
It's Captain now, and everyone's here. Everyone.
I'm putting a shirt back on. My nips are getting hard for all the wrong reasons.
If you'd like top secret early access to all of our parodies and more, consider supporting us on Patreon. Remember to subscribe, and thanks for keeping JoyRide's engine burning.